with big time ideas. After all, you are entitled to Brad's opinion. Here's your host, Brad Allard.
Well, hope you're not getting too wet, but isn't this rain nice?
I love it.
Yes.
Like I do, but I don't.
We need it. I have a garden, and I'm trying to keep it alive during the heat.
Yes.
Melissa Miller here with the Burleson Area Chamber of Commerce, and we're going to just have a brief little show because things are going on, very busy, and also I have an appointment later, so you know how it goes.
Things to do.
Things to do. Tuesday and Wednesdays are on my new schedule. I mean, it's dawn to dark.
Is it?
With my two different schools, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
That I get paid,
Okay.
Teaching at DBU and at Hill's fine. Mm-hmm. It really isn't a chore. It just, you got to go do it, right?
Yeah.
And you just got to get yourself out of the rack, and you got to be there and be prepared and blah, blah, blah. But it's not like really hard. It's indoor work with air conditioning, as they say.
Yeah, there is worse. That's true.
Oh, there's a lot worse. And and students are fine. And DBU and Hill both treat me fine. So it's not an ordeal. It's just a lot of driving.
Yes,
and
that is a lot of car time for you.
Yeah. Got Josh here on the controls there, or pinch hitter. How you doing, Josh?
Doing great. How are you?
This, I didn't know if I told you this. I probably did. I forgot my hat. I look so bald on there. I left my hat in the car.
I was thinking today, as I had to fix my hair, everything to be on here. I was like, dang, I wish I could just wear a hat like Allard does.
Yeah, I have it in the back of the car, but I didn't even notice it. I didn't.
Do we need to wait for you? Do you need to go get it?
Nah, it's all right.
I mean, I have a hat if you need it.
Right? You can
Lord,
borrow.
I don't know where your greasy hat.
All right.
Anyway, today is the 5-year anniversary of this show. I started the day after Labor Day 2019 over at the Hub, and there you go. We've been there.
Look at you now.
Yeah, we're just a big time star. What can I say? All right.
All grown up.
Yeah. The show has changed a little bit. When I started, it was just me going to be yakking about what's going on in the world. And then I think my first nonprofit guest was Next Step. And then I had the Children's Advocacy Group over in Cleburne and at Advocacy Center. And then, they said, well, how about us? And then how about us? And then I said, well, that'd be great. And that's fine. I'd rather do these shows most of the time. Not to get too political. We don't talk political stuff with
That's
the Burleson Chamber, but it's non-talk. But for me, it's been kind of depressing. Watch what's going on. So I just I'm fine with it. Anyway, so we're going to run through the sponsors. We're going to talk about the Power Heels. We're going to talk about, other things that are going on, just chit-chat and just kind of hang out for a little bit, find out what's going on. You were talking before the show. Things do kind of slow down a little bit for y'all in the holiday season, which is good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good thing.
It is a good thing for sure.
Yeah, and but I did also put on the Facebook page. You're going to tell us who you prefer, the Stones or the Beatles. Anyway, on to the advertisements. Thank you, Otto. At our place, I was there last Thursday. It's great as always. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience there. I mean, I know it's easy for me to say he's my sponsor, blah blah blah. I got to shine him up a bit. But that's the truth of the matter is I've never had a bad experience at our place. Food, service, etc. And it's a very comfortable place. It's I do my whatever podcast business there, either do it there or at Gina's. You been there yet?
I have had it a few times, yes.
Yeah, it's very good. It's great, and I like the atmosphere, and you got the TV. You could have a pizza and a beer, or the baked ziti. They were advertising that, so I gave it a shot, and it really was really good. So thank you, Otto, for all you do for us. He does a lot for the nonprofits. We're going to do that nonprofit show in about 2.5 weeks, and he's going to have a role in it.
Oh, that's good.
We haven't figured out all the details yet, but he'll be part of it.
Good.
So there you go. Thank you, Otto, for all you do. Also, Wild Cigar and Culture. I was there last week doing a little sponsor care and whatnot, and they got a bunch of stuff going on. And about 2 weeks from now, they're going to have a special cigar deal going on, and one of their vendors is coming in. Also, they're going to do like a tailgate over in the parking lot because it's college football, and they have about 3 TVs, and they'll have the games on. That's always nice.
Nice.
But you're not the football fan.
Not so much.
I am. I'm
my
college
own
football.
kid's football fan, but
Didn't your kid play for Centennial?
He does, yes. And we kept the boot on Friday. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, y'all cheated. Anyway, do you find it weird rooting against your old school?
I guess kind of maybe like they're still, red at heart, but,
There's a lot of people that feel that way. A lot of the VHS related people, their kids went there or they went there and they're having to root against them or something like that because they have, connections to Centennial. But there you go. All right. Back to Wild Cigar. Go to the tailgate party in a couple of weeks. It'll be a lot of fun. And now that it's raining, you may be finding out I have a leak in my roof. I've been out of pocket all morning. Has it been raining hard in Burleson?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I was in Dallas this morning and it was raining pretty good over there, but I don't worry about it because my home has been inspected by John Williams. I know it's good to go. John Williams at 817-734-2756. So I didn't have to worry about the rain. But if you find out you have a leak, you need to call him. Because
that would be a wrong time to find out you had a leak. That's unfortunate.
That's exactly what I would tell people. And also dealing with the insurance companies, you need somebody like John. Some insurance companies are pretty easy to work with. Some of them are very, very difficult. And he's able to navigate you through all that process. That's a beating. Yeah. But I had an emergency a couple of months ago, and Texas Farm Bureau took care of me pretty well. I mean, I had the appraisal by Monday morning, the check by Thursday afternoon. So it was, a lot easier than I expected. Mm-hmm. But
I'm pretty sure we used them too.
Yeah. You're pretty soon.
I pay it. I just, see it.
Did your husband pay all the bills?
Some of them.
Yeah, I pay all the bills. Mm-hmm. It's the only ones that my wife Robin will pay is Talbot's. She on the phone. I don't want to know until afterwards.
She keeps up. Mm-hmm.
And then, there it is. Our friend Jeff Kelly Realty with the Withington Agency. He's got a couple pieces of property I know he has for sale. He has about 3 homes that I know of, probably more, that he put on Facebook. I'm sure he has more than those 3, but I know he's put 3 on Facebook to show, have open house, whatever. So call him at 817-781-0546 or Jeff at jeffkellyrealty.com. He's going to be on in about a month from now. We're going to talk about real estate again. We talked about it about 6-7 weeks ago, and you hear all and read all these things, and they're all true, I guess, for the country, but we're still selling. And he and my friends over at Camco, Sammy Joe and Candy, the mortgage brokers, will say, even though the rates may be higher now, if you wait until they come down, all it means is for a lot of people the principal will go up, and therefore you can't renegotiate that. So if you really find a house with Jeff, you might only consider buying it because, if the rates seem a little high, you can always refinance. I know we've done several times. When we built our house back in '91, the rates were 9.5.
Whoa.
But we renegotiated it all the way down, and then now it's less than half of that. Yeah. So, and we've taken money out to help pay for school and all that other stuff.
Adulting.
Adulting is a pain in the rump. It really is. But you'll get there. You're going to get there soon.
One day.
Well, you already have a daughter in school, right?
She's out now and at home.
At home? Okay. And so and the son is a junior?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to get all this straight in my head.
There will be a quiz later.
There will be a quiz later, yeah.
Keep up with my things.
I'm having some issues trying to find this.
I see that.
Well, hit the wrong button, and basically when you do that, you're out of luck, Jack. I mean, it really is. So I'm gonna have to keep finding it. I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
anyway, so I know the biggest thing coming up is the Power of Heels.
Yes.
All right, and it's coming up quick, isn't it?
Super quick, yeah, because turns out it's already September. I don't actually know whenever that happened. I know we just had Labor Day yesterday, but it still feels weird that it's already September. So it's going to be on Friday, September 20th at Pathway, so a few weeks away.
Yeah, well, like I was telling you earlier, I believe my wife is going to be there. I know Gayla at Southern Gym is going to have a table there.
Yes.
And I don't know, there's other vendors. Oh, Otto's watching. Otto says, hey, his ears must have been burning. So, because we were just talking about you, Otto.
Oh, yeah.
He says, hey. But anyway, they are going to have a table there. And there's several businesses that are going to have tables there, right?
Yes.
Are they doing business, or are they just... I mean,
both and. So there are like some boutiques that will be there that'll actually have tables that they can sell and you can purchase items from them. And then there may be some promotional tables where it's just getting information from the member or the vendor.
I see. Okay. I don't know what Gala's got in mind. I don't know if they're going to have merchandise or anything like that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of that going on. This is a pretty big deal because of all the people you got coming on the show. Josh, do you have that flyer, so to speak? Throw it up on there.
So yes, we do have several wonderful speakers coming for this. So we've got breakout speakers, and then Jen Todrick is our featured speaker. The Rambling Redhead she'll be on. I think it's right before lunch, if I am not mistaken. And then we've got what is that? 7 breakout speakers, and then there will be a panel of doctors as well during the day. So we have tons of fun scheduled. Power Feels ladies really did a great job organizing this event for us.
Now, last time we were talking about that, you had Josie Jones here, and it was very informative. But so this is something you don't have to put your hands all over.
Correct.
Okay. Otto says, going to have to watch the rerun. Keep up the great work. He's busy. You know, he's opened up a restaurant down the street from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about a mile and a half down the main street here. Yeah, he's going to. I don't know exactly what kind of place it's going to be, but hamburger joint, I believe. It's still in the formation stage, but they're going to start the renovations if they haven't already, but they're going to start them very soon.
Excellent.
Yeah, what I understand is Cleveland contacted him, said, we got this empty restaurant spot. You interested in it? And so he's going to be putting up, he's just going to own every restaurant in town practically.
He's got the Midas touch.
Yeah, I guess he does. This will be his 4th one.
Okay.
But anyway, back to the matter at hand, back to Power Heels. I hope my wife can make it to that show. If, it depends on what Gala decides, of course, because she loves Jennifer Todrick.
Yeah, I hope that she can come too.
Yeah, and maybe get a selfie or two and say, hey, Mr. Alex, just hey, and all this other stuff. But what exactly does this do? I mean, in a sense, because is it there to support women-owned businesses, or is it more broader than that? No pun intended.
Just support women in general. So it's not specific to this is only for business women or entrepreneurs or anything like that necessarily. It is just a women's conference.
So I'm looking at some of these speakers here, and I don't know why I should know, but why do I know Penny Johnson?
Because she's the president of Hughley.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I met her at your last little Tuesday night event.
Yeah, she did come to Network Night. At Sierra Bank.
At Sierra Bank, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And we kind of briefly talked, and I gave her my card because she said, they do a lot of stuff, and she may want to come on the show.
Yeah.
But I guess I need to follow up on that.
She's fantastic. She sits on my board as well.
Okay. I knew that the face and name sounded familiar, and there you are. What are these other ladies talking about? Do they kind of give you a heads up in advance?
Sure, if I had my notes with me about what everyone was doing, that would be great.
No, it's fine. I'm sure it's all wonderful stuff.
So Christy Beam, she is an author. I cannot, off the top of my head, think of the book that she wrote, but she will be there. Linda Vollman, she is a trainer at ITS. She's my favorite. I love her.
I do know Sarah Tynan.
Yes.
She could be talking about what I'm sure yoga-related, physical therapy-related, because she's been on the show here before and talked about, the need for that. So it sounds like a lot of fun. It really does. I mean, because Pathway is always a good place to have these things. Yeah, it's a very nice place to have them. So, but Robin's looking forward to it. I know that much.
Glad.
And so, and I know Gala's been promoting it. And so,
good.
But after this, you have the breakfast.
We always have the breakfast and the network at nights. So second Tuesday of the month. So that means next Tuesday. I think that's September 10th.
It is
our network at night, and we will be over at Heritage Place off of Allsbury. It's 4:30 to 6. Come and go.
Heritage Place. That's
assisted living.
Assisted living. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then the last Tuesday of the month is always our business over breakfast, and we are back at the Brick. We took a break during the summer because they have the camps and everything, so we're going to be back at the Brick again in September, and CTE will be joining us. Randy Woolsey from the CTE program at BISD will come and kind of go over with the whole group what the intention of our partnership with BISD and CTE specifically is. And so we're excited to get back to that. It's one of my favorites.
She's been on the show twice.
Yeah.
And, you and I are both veterans of the older BISD, right? From years, and I'm much older than you. I've been there with BISD since 88. And it was interesting because BISD, we think of it as small country school town, whatever. They've always really been known for being a bit more change oriented than you might realize. We don't sometimes see it because, but when I first joined the high school back in 1990, they had a talented and gifted program that soon became the AP program. But the TAG program was one in which schools, systems from all around the area would come and observe how we did things. And same thing with our special ed. They'd come by and they'd check it out. And now they're doing that with our game school and our CTE. People are coming to, and it's still coming to Burleson to see how do you do these things. And I guess when you're inside it, you don't really think of it as innovative. But when you compare it to what we offer compared to like other districts, we're out there a little bit.
We're kind of a big deal.
We're kind of a big deal. We're cutting edge, and so there you go. But that's a good guest to have. I'm going to have BISD on again. I've got we're playing tag on the email tag with Caitlin Tyler, who gets my Caitlin. Yeah, didn't she take her job, former job? Didn't you used to work with?
I mean, I did used to work with her. Yes.
Yeah, right.
She didn't. No,
okay.
She works in communications.
Okay. Well, anyway, she and I played email tag, but we're going to get her back on the show again. I always look forward to that because it's nice to see some of the stuff that's going on in this town. And from your position in the chamber, I'm sure when people are coming in to start businesses, the school districts are one of the big reasons.
Yeah.
Alex Phillips was on last Monday, and the schools are very much an appeal for the new businesses.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because likely you're going to be bringing your family here with you as well. So,
Well, it's also you want to have decent employees. I know places that probably could use businesses, but they can't find workers. You can't find reliable help. And here in Burleson, I guess they're finding it. Anyway, just in general, you probably have a fairly good sense of what's going on with Burleson business. What is your observation of it? Does it seem to be doing okay? Because you hear and read things that make you think that we're on the edge of disaster, but I don't think that's quite the case.
I get the certificate of occupancy notices weekly, and we get new members almost daily. So we're still, from my seat, I think we're still growing strong for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you're adding about 10 to a dozen a week? Or is that a little high?
I think that's a little high, but probably 5 to 7 for sure. Yeah.
Well, I could tell you there's a reason for that because your chamber really is known for being not just active but also worth it. A worthwhile endeavor. The dues aren't very much. What, $250 now?
Yeah, $235.
$235. I mean, come on.
For the year. I really do. I think that's really good. They haven't increased in $5 in 16 years. So it really is, a good bargain. But we do hope that our goal is that we provide a value for that you, year after year, that it's worth it for you to stay invested in your community and in the chamber because we offer you these opportunities.
Well, and that's true. I mean, I was at that Sierra Bank Tuesday night event, and there's a lot of nice people here, and we're having a decent time and all this, and it's not just networking about here's my card and call me for business. I mean, I know it's part of it. That's what a Chamber of Commerce does, but it's also a lot of camaraderie there.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of friendships made through there, and if you're new to this town, it's a good place to know who the movers and shakers are. I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah. We like to offer people the opportunity to come and check us out before they actually submit their application and pay and all of those things, just to make sure that they're getting what they want out of it, that they actually are meeting people and having that opportunity to connect and have a relationship with someone. And it's worked really well, actually. We have had really great feedback from that.
What I also like is that section of your website that has all the businesses listed. So, people, there's an expectation if you're going to join the chamber and put your name on that you're going to do the job that you're paid to do. You're going to do the quality job and all that. It's a recommendation is what it is. And that's why if I don't know anybody personally, relative or something that does what I need to have done, I'll go to the website and find out, okay, there's like these 4 businesses that do this thing. And and there you are.
Yeah.
And plus, with my B&I group, there's about half of them are members,
Yeah.
including Jeremy,
So-
who's Bleeker, he's on the board, I believe.
Yes.
He's our president. But I think I could think of just sitting here about 7 of us that are all members of the chamber, and the others, they think, well, my business is primarily over here, not in Burleson. I said, no. It's okay to be a member of more than one chamber of commerce.
We have lots of people who are members of multiple chambers.
Sure. And it's not like, okay, I'm going members at 6 different churches. No, you can join all the chambers you want.
Yes. Especially when, we all offer different events at different times and reach different groups. And so you might as well.
Do you have a lot of interaction with other chambers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do, actually.
Because this is before your time, but when Andy Pickens was running, I know that he was close friends with a couple of other chamber presidents, and there was a lot of cooperation like between us and Cleburne and that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so in the way everything's growing, pretty soon it's going to be the Cleburne, Joshua, Burleson Metroplex. I don't know. Burleson Area Chamber of Commerce says, hi. I bet that's Sarah, isn't it?
It probably is. If I'm here, chances are that's Sarah.
Yeah, well, she's probably has her feet kicked back and probably having a beer. I don't know. And
Wow. That's not what's happening.
Yeah, well, no, it's not what's happening.
You're going to start things that is not at all what's happening.
I just want her to see if she's still listening. But she does a good job. She was perfect for that job.
It is so perfect for member services. I don't think there's anyone who is better at that role than her.
That's her personality.
Absolutely,
and
it is.
So,
Yep.
Well, like I said, we really have kind of a short show because I have obligations, and so do you.
Things to do.
Yeah, things to do. It's not. But also, like I said, it's going to be a little while since we see you next, right? Okay. Filing my nails and doing my makeup. That's what she's doing. Okay, good for her. Anyway, it's going to be.
Definitely not what she's doing, everyone.
Well, yeah. If you need to jump on here for some event in the next couple of months, just let me know. But you and Sarah are going to have a little time off after the October events.
Yeah, it's the regroup period, which is really nice because it doesn't mean that we're not busy. It just means it's a different type of busy.
Yeah.
And it's that regrouping, reorganization, and restructuring kind of what we did and what we want to keep and what we want to get rid of, and making sure that we're bringing in really great events and products and things like that for everyone, for our members in the community. So it's a fun time still, even though we're not like running around like crazy with event setup.
But you do have one coming up that you'll probably in a couple of months be preparing night and day for, and that's at February Expo.
Yeah, the business showcase. I believe it's February 22nd. Should be a Saturday in February, and yes, it will be the 3rd time that we have had that showcase, and we are very excited about it. We've had great feedback from the businesses. You don't have to be a Burleson business to attend, but it is just an opportunity for everyone to get together under the same roof and provide the opportunity for the businesses, the public, to come out and connect and see what business.
Sarah says it is the 22nd. Okay. Well, and I've been part of it twice with B&I, and it did us a lot of good. I mean, we got our name out. We had some visitors come from the event. I know we just had a new member join last week, and we met her at the first expo, at the first
Awesome.
Your event.
Yeah.
What
that's
exactly?
awesome.
I call it an expo. What do you call it?
It's a showcase.
Showcase. Okay. That's
So
fine.
it started as Expo, and then there was some confusion about what we might be offering at an Expo. So we changed it to Showcase.
Showcase. Okay. Well, I'll try to remember that. But but like I said, we did it. In fact, we got 2 members from the showcase that we met there, and it's just a good thing to do.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of great feedback from community as well as the actual businesses who come, that they made not just great contacts, but actually followed through and got business from attending that event. And then even one lady, I'm looking over here as if Sarah's, as if she's in here like, remember?
Yeah.
It was that one lady who stopped by one of our sponsor tables, like Texas Health Hughley, and had her blood pressure checked, and it wound up being really high, and she got on medicine. Like, it just was this it just works really well. I love it. So she was able to connect with one of the sponsor tables that was offering the free blood pressure check. And it turns out it actually really was high. And they sent her to the doctor and she got on all this, on medicine.
Oh, I'm familiar with it. Yes.
That whole process.
Yeah.
But,
it's kind of similar to how I found out I had high blood pressure.
Just randomly?
At a pharmacy. Yeah. I just, it's right there. Put my arm in the cuff and I'm like, well, no, that can't be right. And so I did another one, another pharmacy, or not pharmacy, at Walmart actually, and they at their pharmacy they had one of those. It's still high, so here you go. And I'm on amlodipine or something like that. I never have understood why they make medicine names so hard. But you see the commercials and they have these weird names. It's like something out of weird science fiction or something like that. But anyway, so
we digress.
Yeah, I digress. But anyway, you're not quite ready to take applications, but you will be soon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I tell you what, when you get that point, you're ready to take applications.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you could be back, but you can also send us a note, and Josh and/or Taylor will put it up on the screen saying it's time to go, and then probably in a couple of months we'll be promoting it again. But you need to have some time. Family time comes up, and your last kid in school and all that. Wait till next year and all that senior activity. You think you're busy now?
Yeah,
oh my.
That's true. Well, my daughter, when she was a senior, she wanted to be in all the things.
Mm-hmm.
She was not trying to miss out on any experience. And so I don't know if my son will be the same, but.
Well, does he play spring sports?
Yes. He plays club soccer always. And then he has football in the fall and then soccer in the winter, spring. So
Well, that's good.
He's busy always.
And so will you be in the stands, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes. Are you that kind of mother?
Yes.
Okay. Good for you. Well, that's good. Because when my kids played sports, it's like it didn't count unless mom was there to see it. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's that bad, but I do go. Definitely my husband's more we are not missing this. We're going, but.
Well, good. All righty. Well, thank you, Josh, for filling in. Thursday, I have somebody that's been on before, Erica Vires with Reach Across Johnson County. They have a mental health seminar a week prior to your event.
They do. It's coming up real quick.
Yeah, I believe it's like, I think it's the Thursday before, not the night before, but the week before. But Erica will fill us in on all the details about when and where it is. But, that's a really good thing to talk about is the mental health issues, I'm much older than you, and my generation never talked about those things, and not to our benefit. So I'm glad to see that it's a bit more open in the discussion and less stigmatized or whatever else. Yeah. And so it's a good thing. Yeah. And Erica's going to talk about, it's not just mental health, but it's also about addiction related issues as well. And unfortunately, you'd be surprised, or not, maybe not surprised, but saddened to hear about what it's doing to people's lives in Johnson County. I mean, it's a problem that's hit our county just like everybody else. Yep. We're not immune.
Yep.
So it's really it's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
And then I got to look on my schedule for next week. I may have an open date because
taking applications.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Open call.
Oh no. Let's see. Next week, I have the Center for ASD on Monday.
Oh, good.
They have an event coming up, a tournament of sorts, and then I have Colin Gregory with the Burleson Police on Tuesday.
He's always a good time.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I don't know exactly what they're talking about. I believe it is fentanyl related.
That makes sense.
Well, maybe because of the seminar, I don't know, but I know that Colin posted something on Facebook with an interview with somebody that's a recovered addict.
It was so good. Sorry, I got really
It's all right.
loud.
That's right. It's all right.
It was really good.
I'm hoping
really
he'll
good.
bring her along, and he's going to ask her, but it depends on scheduling and whatever else.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the Center ASD in about 4 months.
Well, that's too long.
Yeah, it is. But they got, I believe, a tournament and fundraiser coming up.
Yes, I think it's their golf tournament.
Yeah, and I think Sarah liked your little burst of laughter there. It's not. It's a pickleball tournament. It's not.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everybody loves a good pickleball tournament. I'll plug mine. We have one October 5th, I believe it's a Saturday. You can sign up. It's co-ed. It's put on by the Power of Heels, but guys and girls. And so you can sign up on the burlesonchamber.com website on October 5th at Southern Oaks.
Southern
Sorry.
Oaks. I think that's the only court. I think there's
so right now.
the ASD event is also at Southern Oaks.
But I did hear that the Brick, I think they have pickleball courts as well. Mm-hmm. But I don't know
Well,
if I made that up.
I was
Totally.
talking with Victoria about a couple of months ago, and that's something that the Parks and Rec are looking into, to have a pickleball court. And of course, there's other issues in the funding because, the budget's tight and all this other business. But I know that that's been brought up with the city council more than once, to have a city, not just at the Brick, but, like in a park or something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that works out. But so yours is October 5th.
Yes.
They just contact y'all for information?
Yes, on our website, burlesonchamber.com.
Mm-hmm. And this is really not so much a fundraiser, but it's more like just a social event, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, there's money involved, but it's not really. It's
Yeah, there's a difference between straight fundraiser and this is just something that the group is putting on. And
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Your big fundraisers are, well, gosh, about 6 months away and something like that.
Yeah.
Like the gala and all that business.
Yeah, that will be different, but the fundraisers for us actually will be in the summer and then the fall of 25. So.
Well, something to look forward to if I'm still around, God willing. Who knows? All right.
Ominous.
Well, I don't get. You get to be a certain age, you just be glad, well, today's on this side of the dirt, so I guess that's a good thing. All right, anyway, I'll see y'all on Thursday. Thank you for dropping by, guys.